Hey guys, welcome back, and I think we need to talk about Madam Web again because it's been a while. It's been a few days at least. There's been some updates on how it's doing in the box office and where it's going in the future, and I think it's pretty funny. So let's just kind of cover the what we already know and what we haven't discussed yet. So we have a bunch of articles on Fandom Pulse talking about this. I've covered Madam Web pretty extensively. Dakota Johnson, personal opinion, incredibly unlikable. I don't know why they cast her for 50 Shades of Grey. I don't think she's that good looking. I don't think she oozes that necessary sexuality. My personal opinion. I just don't get it. She looks nice enough, but she just seems really boring. I don't get it. I don't understand. I understand that her parents were both famous in Hollywood, so she kind of had that silver spoon and all that she was born with. Other than that, I don't get the appeal. So she said a lot of dumb things, said a lot of questionable things about not knowing anything about Marvel movies, not really watching them. She questioned her own ability to be a superhero. She said she didn't really see herself playing a superhero. She said the movie looked like it was made by an AI that was trying to make your boyfriend's favorite movie, and so not a very great variety of things that she said about the movie itself. Not a great way to promote it. And then, of course, people started seeing the promotional advertising for it. Then it came out that they're only in their costumes during a flashback or a prophecy kind of moment in the movie, and then they're never in their costumes again. So as a superhero movie, it just was a flop. It just didn't hit any of the necessary notes to be a good superhero film. And what we have today from that Park Place, it says that Madam Web gets trounced at the box office in second week with a 61% decline. Now, this is important because it's first weekend, it's 6-day opening weekend. This is a new one for me, a 6-day weekend, because it opened up on a Wednesday with an extended holiday weekend. It made, I believe, less than $30 million. And so now, domestic box office and international combined for 61. So the domestic was 35.4 and the international was 25.6. There we go. Well, that wasn't even its opening. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, according to the numbers, Madam Web only grossed $6 million in its second weekend, which was a 61% decline from the opening weekend, which brought in, okay, so I was correct, $15.3 million. They didn't even hit $20 million. The film was bested by Bob Harley's One Love, which claimed the top spot this past weekend with $13.5 million gross. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba to the Hashira Training came in second with an $11.5 million opening weekend, and Lionsgate's Ordinary Angels came in third with a $6.5 million opening weekend. I haven't even heard of these two movies, and both of them were ahead of Madam Web on its second weekend. So now it says Madam Web has grossed a total of 35.4 and then 25.6 internationally, a total of 61 million. So they're not going to make their money back, to be honest. People are suggesting the movie cost anywhere from 90 to 100, 110 million dollars. Again, these exact numbers are going to be rough, but they always say 2.5 times total cost of filming when you include budget, marketing, and other expenses. So theoretically speaking, the movie needs to make it over $200 million to be profitable. The article here from That Park Place goes on to say, given the current gross for the film, box office analyst OMB Reviews suggests the film will not even hit the $100 million mark worldwide. Ouch! God, that's brutal. He said, you do have a massive drop happening for Madam Web, even though it's not getting to the heights of what the drop was for the Marvels. We're still seeing over a 60% drop in the audience, which means there's a very good chance the film does not get to $100 million worldwide by the end of its run. Later in the video, OMB Reviews pointed out just how terrible the film is doing, still in over 4,000 screens, dropping to $1,400 per screen. And keep in mind that this film, already less than a full 2 weeks out from its initial release, less than a full week from its initial weekend release, already started to drop to less than $1 million a day. I mean, this is an atrocious situation for a film like it. He stated that even though it only costs around $100 million to make, that is still a far cry from where it needs to be as far as its box office, making only $35 million so far after 2 weekends. Getting also that extended release that it had because they had the opening on Ash Wednesday, St. Valentine's Day, and then all that adding up to it. So it made it sound like it was doing better than it actually was, 100%. And that's the thing. The movie had a 6-day opening weekend, which is unheard of because of the fact that you had Ash Wednesday and Valentine's Day on that Wednesday. So theoretically speaking, even if this movie somehow manages to crack $100 million, they're still going to lose money massively. And the thing about it is, this isn't just one movie. This kind of puts like the death nail in the entire Sony Spiderverse, characters. Not saying that they couldn't bring back another Spider-Man movie with Peter Parker, with Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire. Like, they could bring back Spider-Man in that aspect. But making movies like Craven's doomed. Craven is going to probably be on this kind of level. I mean, Craven might make a little bit more money because the character is probably a tiny bit more interesting than Madam Web. But honestly, Craven's going to lose money too. This could be the end of the Sony Spider-Verse. And I definitely think it's bled over into Captain Marvel, the Marvel's MCU crap that we've seen, where all this strong empowered women stuff is just not putting asses in the seats, and it's bleeding over. There's definitely a lot of bleed over, especially among most Hollywood films, action films, if you will. People are sick and tired of seeing the strong empowered women. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and subscribe. We are close to 850 subscribers. It would be awesome if you could, and I will see you guys on the next one. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. We do have 2 channels, one for daily uploads, the other one for more of my live streams and hot takes. Links to both are down below, as well as the ability to join as a channel member for as little as $3 a month, and that'll greatly help us out. Much appreciated. We also have links to our Etsy accounts down below, as well as our website. We also have locals and Subscribestar. If you didn't want to support us on YouTube, you can support us through those. Thanks again for being here, and we will see you on the next one.